All right, so I wanted to talk about what made me fall in love with like trying to play the guitar, and it's still a work in progress every day. A lot with my fingers as opposed to just a pick. I do play a lot with a pick, and like many of you guys, I came about playing guitar through the rock, classic rock. So I grew up listening to Hendrix, um, Cream, all of the usual suspect, Richie Blackmore, all of that stuff. So really was into distorted music. Even though early on I didn't even own an electric guitar, I just owned acoustic guitar. So I was always playing with my fingers, and then I picked up a pick. But there are three songs or three guitarists that on the rock level that I listened to, and it was when I heard these songs, I was like, wow, what are they doing? I want to play like that. One of them was Rush. When I first heard Alex Lifeson, I always loved Rush, everything from. Yeah. It wasn't any of those songs that, of course, they have distortion on it that made me want to try to finger pick. It was. So it was closer to the heart. And just at that beginning, I didn't know what they were doing at the time, and I was trying to listen to it, but and I was like, I was hooked. I just absolutely loved it, and I didn't know you could actually even play like that on the guitar. So that was one of the first things that I tried to figure out. And then after that, everybody knows this song, and everybody plays it, and you go to Guitar Center, and they make fun of it if you're playing this stuff in Guitar Center. But okay, you get the idea. But the thing about that song, "Stairway to Heaven," is, man, that thing is a work of art. If you kind of look at it, it's got stuff that I had never heard before, and if you play it right, which I probably didn't, it actually has a descending, moving bass line. So if you watch this, so okay, so you're on here this G, and then instead of playing the open D, you should really play an F sharp. So these F sharps are hitting each other together. So it's so basically you're moving down. Okay, stuff like that, and there were like little nuances of it that I still don't get right, but I played it some way. So that was that, and of course everything Jimmy Page played. All of that stuff. That was classic, and I was listening to that. But a lot of Jimmy Page stuff turned me on the finger picking and really the beauty of the acoustic. And the last one is I was a big Ozzy fan. I need to break out the distortion pedal. But again, that wasn't what turned me on into acoustic guitar. This was the first kind of classically inspired song that I ever learned was D. I think it is a work of art. Just the lines that Randy Rhoads does, and then I don't know if I remember all of it, but I've played it here before. I probably muffed that up, but that is absolutely beautiful if it's played correctly. And man, what can I say? At the time, I had not studied or knew anything about classical guitars, and I didn't know that. Hey, a lot of that piece, he was like ripping off a lot of the Baroque guys, a lot of Bach. So this one line, it's Bach. So he's clearly copying some lines off of Bach's Beret. But anyway, though, those are the guys in the rock era that got me wanting to play with my fingers more and learning how to finger pick better. Not necessarily be a classical guitarist. So before I was playing uh, any of those stuff, that's who I listen to. So good guitarists are good guitarists, and there's a lot of great rock players that can play acoustic guitar, classical music, can kind of play multiple lines at once. And again, I'm not talking about the ones that everybody knows, which is the Lenny Bras of the world, Chet Atkins, Joe Pass, and people like that. They're on a whole other level. And even, you try to figure these guys out, and you'll never be able to figure these guys out note for note, even with a good ear or working off the scars. But anyway, listen to some jazz, listen to some classical, listen to some rock and roll, but practice, practice, practice. Thank you for watching again. Bye now.